Holy cow, it takes so long to clean this truck off. The Jeep is like 3 seconds and then I'm done, so. Snow is a very interesting character in my life. Anyway, going to the gym, and then I think I want to try and get some photos today, because one thing snow is good for is taking photos. All the colors they really just pop with like a white background to everything, so especially right now it's snowing like pretty good. So if it's still kind of flurrying once I get out of the gym, that'd be sick. Also, going to the new Unique Fitness that opened up, so that's gonna be exciting and very overwhelming at the same time. Okay, here we go. It's funny, I really thought the Jeep was bad on gas. This thing is down to the light. I'm gonna be here for like literally half an hour waiting for this thing to fill up. Oh, big truck life, I guess, right? Oh my god, it is so cold out there. 31 gallons and $74 later. Nice. I really wish my music wouldn't automatically play. You have to hit the media and then you have to hit pause. God, that is annoying. Please stop. So with snow in the forecast, it reminded me that I have another set of these universal seat heaters from Dorman to put in my PRPs. Everybody's been yelling at me because I have one on the driver's side but not in the passenger side, so good time to do it. It's nice out, so that's what we're doing. So installing the heater pads themselves underneath the fabric, at least on these seats, is possibly the easiest thing that anybody could do. These have been done for a while, and the best part is they fit, at least on these seats, they fit behind the this harness doodad thing hole. So if you wanted to, you could still run the harness up through there and it doesn't interfere with it, so that's really cool. So this kit comes with a decent wiring harness. I like how it has at least some sort of covering on it. So it has an inline fuse, and it's all based off of a relay, which is really nice. It helps you use the high and low power. And then this is where the heater pads plug into, and then right off here, this is where your actual switch plugs into. You got a ground. Where's that? You got a ground. And that comes already on there, which is super nice. And then here is your power lead. This little doodad right here is meant to fit in right behind a mini fuse. There are instructions that are pretty straightforward. So also on my Jeep, I'm putting the switches right in there. I have an 03, so this little panel right here is literally useless. So now I have 2 heated switch seats. I was able to actually just kind of pull this piece forward without taking it off, because I do have my rough country switches up there. So I was able to just push this off, unscrew this with a stubby screwdriver and get behind there. So I ran the plug down to here, so that's super convenient. So now my switch just plugs right into the harness, just like that. Okay, so I think my relay is going to live right in here because there's a big enough spot back there and it just likes to chill there. The power is going to come from here. You can see these 2 things I have here. Those are add fuses. And essentially you take a fuse out and you put 2 in here, put that in, and then it has an extra power lead. That's where I have my other one going, but I'm actually just going to use the thing that this wiring harness comes with in a different fuse. It is recommended to use a fuse that is only powered when the ignition power is on, so that way your seats aren't always on and they don't light on fire or whatever. Just a good safety feature. if you're unsure of what fuse is what, normally on the back of the glove box there's a diagram here. It's got the number and what it goes to. So as far as grounding points, I like to use any kind of factory ground that I can find, and there's these ones right here on either side of the dash. Unfortunately, there's not really any back here. I kind of wish there was. I have a lot of grounds right on my seat bolt. I really want to put a grounding block in the back for my accessories, but in the front here, this is always a good go-to. Okay, I'm going to show you my best. I'm going to try my best to show you how this guy works. So I'm actually going to use fuse number 3 down here, which is for the subwoofer system in mine. Now, let's see if I can... So you have this. This is going to go in there. And basically that slides over one of the teeth. Just like that. And you just pop it back in there. It's just how you found it. Alright, well, you know what? This little guy is a bunch of bogus. This little part here that wraps around the fuse head, it's too wide, so it doesn't fit like in the slots. Like it literally doesn't fit, at least in the accessory fuse. So what I noticed is that it's actually like one of these terminals on the end, so you can just pop it out. So then I took one of the other add fuses. It was just to some lights in the back that I'll take care of another time, but so I'm using one of these guys, and I just popped the same end on it, took out the fuse end, the fuse tap end from this side, plugged it in, be able to plug that right in, and then we're good to go. Okay, so I got my relay hiding here. This is kind of a little bit of a mess, but honestly there's not much you can do about it unless you trim everything perfectly. But so I got my switch plugged in down here. I'm gonna button this back up, and then all we have to do is plug in the 2 heating pads, and this should be plenty long enough, and I'll just hide it all under the seat. It's gonna get run underneath here, and then underneath here, and you'll never see it. So that's where we're at. Alright, so everything's hooked up. Got my ground on there. Going to turn on some power here. We'll see how this goes. We'll go accessory. 2 switches. I'm going to turn off the heat. Don't need any of that going right now. So there's light, power, and then there's hot. Sick. These switches are actually pretty good quality too, if you're ever curious about that. I like the LED. Off, low. Cool. Well, that worked out very well. Now I have some heated PRP Enduro recliners. As much as I hate these seats, I have these custom freaking brackets that I am unsure how I feel about. But cool, man. Woo! These are going to be a welcome addition coming off the beach at night, or on the trails at night, or want to go doorless in the springtime. So I'm super excited about this. I've actually had my driver's one in for a while, and it gets toasty, so I definitely approve. This is the Dorman kit, which is sold on Amazon. Actually, I think it's sold under Water Carbon now, I believe. It's the universal kit. There's a couple of them. I'll have to show you guys the box, because this one is really nice. I really like this kit, and it comes with some extra tools if you don't have seats that are as easy to install the pads in. So good stuff. You know what? I'll link it down below. That's what I'll do, so it's so much easier to find.